Okay, you are holding on to something way too tight here. There is something that you're attached to that is stunting your growth, it's stunting your progress, it's keeping you from becoming a new person, a different person. Like you're trying to reach a goal, but in order to do that, there's something that you have to let go of. And I think you're aware of what that is. And it's going to take discipline to walk away from whatever it is that isn't healthy for you anymore. So that's the struggle of the week. There's something that you're quitting, there's something you're stopping, there's something you're walking away from, you're saying no to something that you're quite comfortable saying yes to usually, but in order to move forward, you have to you have to say no to this, and it's quite a shock to you. Okay, it's really getting in your head. You're thinking that life isn't going to be the same if you get rid of this thing that you're attached to. You're thinking really negatively about it, like you're thinking about it as something that you need in your life. You're thinking, well, maybe I don't have to walk away from it completely. Maybe I can just reduce it a little bit. Something tells me this has something to do with health. It's really feeling like it has something to do with your health. Like, in order to take the next steps in your health journey, you have to make good choices. And you're thinking, well, maybe I don't have to fully commit, or maybe my mental health won't be okay when I make this lifestyle change. What is the reality? What is the reality of the situation, though? Like, if you decide to make the change that you want to make, if you decide to say no to the things that you need to say no to, what does that actually look like? Ooh. Ace of Wands and Eight of Wands. That is awakening to new possibilities that you never thought of, new opportunities that would have never presented themselves to you before. Eight of Wands, this is a very fast moving change. So it's like you make this decision to change your life, it sets you on a new timeline, essentially. That's what I'm getting. Like, this decision that you're avoiding making for yourself, if you make that decision, it's putting you on a different trajectory. It's placing you on a brand new path, which is really cool. You know, you have a lot of these fears. So how do we combat the fears? How do we just jump in without being too scared? Ooh, let your passion guide you. Okay. You can remember, at the end of the day, it is still your body. It is still going to be you who makes the decisions ultimately. So maybe you're trusting the advice of somebody. Maybe you want to start a new program. If that program feels sketchy, if it feels like something that's not healthy, like it's something that's going to reduce your calories by an insane amount or something like that, or it gives you imbalance, you know, if it seems like it's too much, like, you have the right to vouch for yourself. This is your journey. So you shouldn't do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, but at the same time, you should make yourself uncomfortable, because discomfort is the only way to change. But it's the type of discomfort, like being physically uncomfortable because you're out of breath or because your muscles are fatigued, that's one thing. But if you're uncomfortable with a way that a professional is handling your care, then you can vouch for yourself. You can say, I don't think this is going to work for me. I think we need to go our separate ways here, or I think we need to discuss a different plan. You have to be a very strong and fierce advocate for yourself on this journey. You have to remember that whoever is helping you on this journey has to understand that it's your goals that are being reached here. So you're still in the driver's seat. You might be afraid of how much you have to give up, but you're in the driver's seat here. So it's actually time to be a planner. So you don't have to do everything all at once. You can make changes little bits at a time. Just start making a plan, you know? having the idea now doesn't mean that you get up tomorrow and you change your whole life. Like, if you're really trying to have a life-changing experience, you have to plan for that. You have to build on that. You have to get there slowly. So I think that that's the final advice on this week, is like, if there is a goal that you want to hit, the time is right now. Like, you don't need to waste any more time, because planning itself can take time. And that is a part of the process. So don't feel like when you're planning, you're getting nothing done, because this is the part that gets you comfortable with change. You know, we don't want things to change overnight. So the more that you plan, set a date, you have time to mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually prepare for this new journey. So remember that, and remember to advocate for yourself.